My name is a scar etched into me before I could walk, before I could resist. It's not merely a label. It's a chain forged from disgrace, tightened by years of their expectations. I'm bent over my table in a shadowy upstairs chamber, gazing at a banking application shining with my salvation. $30,000, each cent gathered from overnight jobs, every compromise a silent scream, and they demand it. Every bit, my mom's words echo in my mind. Family supports family, Eli. But what if family is the weight pulling you down? I'm Eli, 32, and still a shadow in my own existence. My lease space is a tiny nook, nestled over a laundry shop, the atmosphere heavy with soap and remorse. It's mine, however, my initial attempt at escaping. Beyond, the community buzzes with people unaware of my identity or the burden it holds. Within, I'm concealed, temporarily. Each weekend, I take a shaky bus to my folks' mobile home on the outskirts. The den reeks of tobacco fumes and bitter aspirations. My mother, Ruth, sits on a worn sofa, her gaze keen as shattered shards. My sibling, Jonah, props against the partition, his grin a practiced blade. My dad, Amos, lounges in his armchair, fixated on a mark on the ground like it's a riddle he'll never crack. This weekend, the atmosphere seems dense as if a tempest is forming. Ruth's tone pierces the drone of a cheap ventilator. We have to discuss, Eli, regarding tomorrow, regarding our group. Her manner is friendly, but I recognize that friendliness. It's the type she employs when she's set to request something I can't provide. Jonah moves nearer, his gaze sparkling as if he's already won. It's a genuine opportunity, he states. A method to elevate everyone. I clutch the side of my seat, my fingers paling. $30,000, that's what they're after. My reserves, 6 years of midnight duties at a storage facility, of avoiding beverages with colleagues, of donning coats mended with adhesive strips, since every coin was a stride toward liberty. I manage a gesture of agreement, my expression neutral. What sort of opportunity? I inquire. Ruth waves her hand, dismissing the inquiry. Specifics follow, we simply need to contribute. The term contribute hits like a blow, it's what they've always termed it. Each instance, they've emptied me. Expenses, Jonah's obligations, Ruth's crises. I've served as their purse since I was 15. When Ruth pushed a wrinkled slip over the low table, insisting I pay the power charge. I was the mistake, ultimately, the child who disrupted her ambitions. That evening, returned to my space, I retrieve a postcard from a metal container beneath my bed. It's me, aged 12, posing with Uncle Walt near an icy pond, his smile broad and authentic. He was the sole person who viewed me as beyond a load. 3 months back, he drew me aside at a fuel stop, his tone hushed. Your mom never desired you, Eli, he uttered, his digits shaking as he fixed his hat. She faulted you for missing her chance in the metropolis, her major opportunity. The reality stung, but it wasn't fresh. I'd borne it throughout my existence, unvoiced. I store the postcard. My device beeps, a message from Jonah. Don't mess this up, Eli. You're indebted to us. I gaze at the display, my heartbeat pounding in my head. Something has altered this evening. I don't reply. Monday night, I'm at the storage place, piling boxes beneath wavering bulbs that hum like captured insects. My colleague, Dan, throws me a container of liquid. You appear as if you're carrying a specter, buddy, he remarks. His worry pricks. It's so unusual. I mutter appreciation and pivot back to the boxes, but my ideas are distant. Last month, I overheard Jonah murmuring on the line outside the mobile home, his tone harsh. Once we secure Eli's funds, we're set. He'll never realize it's a fraud. My gut twisted, but I remained motionless, obscured by the veranda darkness. It wasn't solely the cash. It was about maintaining me bound, diminished, eternally the mistake. I review my banking app, the amount gleaming. $30,124.89, my getaway, my existence. I shut the app and jot a loan term on a piece of scrap. No, I don't retain it. I rip it apart. But the term seems like a spark ignited in the gloom. The following weekend, the mobile home's strain is an electric current. Ruth's expression is fragile, Jonah's stare blade-like. Amos scarcely utters, his utensil tinkling against his dish like an alert. You transferred the funds yet? Ruth questions, her tone casual but her look fixing me. I'm still considering. I respond, my voice firm despite the perspiration on my collar. Jonah scoffs, a noise like breaking branches. Considering? Eli, this is kin. You don't consider about kin. I stir my utensil through thin broth, my thoughts speeding. I've devoted years affirming yes to their pleas, their remorse, their narrative of my identity. But Uncle Walt's phrases continue echoing, you don't owe them your essence. I recall the journal I conceal in my space. It's sheets filled with their appeals, their blames, their prompts that I'm the cause they're confined. Yesterday, I discovered an aged holiday greeting from Ruth in my bag. To Eli, our unexpected gift. It stated I trusted it once, believed it was affection. Now I perceive it for what it was, a snare to maintain me subdued. Ruth inclines nearer, her tone lowering. We're depending on you, Eli. Don't force us to beg. The area seems tinier, the environment laden with their anticipations. I gesture, merely to endure the instant, but inwardly something fractures. I'm uncertain I can continue pretending. Return to my space, I stride the squeaky planks, my heart thumping. My device beeps, another message from Jonah. Mom's panicking. Transfer the funds by tomorrow or you're excluded. Excluded. The terms should wound, but they don't. They seem like a latch unlocking. I settle on my bed, my journal exposed. I inscribe, I'm not a mistake. The terms appear incorrect, but they feel correct. I recall Dan's liquid container, of Uncle Walt's smile, of the clerk who acknowledged me yesterday like I was simply another person, not a disappointment. I've expended my life compensating for a fault I didn't perform. My palms shake as I access my computer. I hunt for apartments in Boise, 1,500 miles distant. A fresh community, a fresh beginning. The options glow on the monitor, an apartment with bare walls, daylight pouring through high panes. I can manage it. I can manage myself. I shut my eyelids. Tomorrow I'll converse with the storage supervisor, inquire about a relocation. Tomorrow I'll be another individual, someone liberated. It's weekend once more, the final meal. The mobile home's adorned with disposable dishes and synthetic glasses, a weak effort at routine, but I'm not present to feign. I've used the week readying, establishing a fresh financial account, agreeing to a rental in Boise, stuffing my existence into one knapsack. This evening I'm concluded. Ruth begins her appeal anew, her tone tinged with frustration. We require your endorsement, Eli, for the scheme, for our group. Jonah pushes a document over the surface. Authorization of control, my identity, their hold. I gaze at it. My heartbeat, steady for the initial occasion in ages. I understand, I declare, my voice cutting the area. I understand there's no scheme. I overheard you, Jonah, on the line. You plan to seize my funds and abandon me barren. The area quiets. Ruth's countenance pales, her utensil dropping to the surface. Jonah's mouth falls, but no phrases emerge. Amos glances up, his eyes expanded. And for an instant I observe something. Remorse, perhaps, or grief. I've been your fund, your victim, your mistake. I declare rising, but I'm done, I'm departing, this evening. I place a tiny packet on the surface, a trinket for Ruth, a note within. This is my farewell, I state, peruse it when I'm absent. Ruth's tone breaks. You can't perform this. After all we've sacrificed. I chuckle, and it's a coarse, fractured noise. You labeled me Eli because I arrived during a snowstorm that ruined your major presentation. You've compelled me to compensate for that snowstorm my entire life. I proceed to the entrance, my movements light. Behind me, I detect the tier of material as Ruth accesses the note. Jonah's tone escalates, desperate. Eli, wait. But I don't. The entrance closes. I'm on a coach now. The community's illuminations fading behind me. My fresh existence awaits in Boise. Employment, an apartment, an opportunity to be Eli, not the mistake. My device is deactivated, my previous contact erased. They'll hunt for me, but they won't locate me, not this occasion. I recall the note I departed. It revealed everything. How their blame shaped me, how their requests shattered me. How I'm selecting myself now. I don't know if they'll peruse it or destroy it. I don't mind. Liberty savors like musty coach atmosphere and the quiet of a fresh morning. I'm not escaping, I'm reaching. If you were me, would you ever return?